Morning, Kabroda crew. Welcome back. Hopefully y'all are doing well today. Didn't quite get our drop yesterday, but it's all right. Anyways, good morning to y'all. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Dawson. Good morning, Spirit Maker. I'm glad y'all could make it in. Yeah, join us for our live stream. Yeah, speaking of yesterday, we had our trade set up to go down. We ended up not actually breaking through until way later in the day. We got in technically. We talked about doing that on the live, but the setup that we were looking at was definitely not very good. So we ended up, basically just getting ripped out right away. Didn't do too great, but if you're watching it the rest of the day, you definitely could have gotten in on this move here, and you'd have made a decent trade. So yeah, played out, but definitely in the later time frame. If you're more of a morning trader, you would have definitely missed this. So yeah, unfortunately, that happens sometimes. Part of trading a system. Sometimes the system doesn't work, so you end up jumping into something that ends up just getting you out. So yeah, that's how it was. We did get the 2 15-minute closes. We got the 5-minute retest. Technically, I guess you could get into the details and say, well, the 5-minute didn't really ever show rejection here. I'm pretty sure on this candle it would have been very hard to say, oh, that's not a rejection, but overall that would have been pretty hard on the 15 and 215 candle closes 5-minute retest system. If you're trading the Predator system, for one, technically never broke below this level. We kind of jumped the gun trying to get in and hoping that it would turn around and come back, break the level, and continue. So just trying to jump in a little early. Yeah, basically we jumped the gun there. And then another thing, we kind of went back and researched a little bit, and we kind of found that the lines here have a lot to do with it. So with the daily support being where it is right there, it's hard. Basically, it's telling you that the move is basically going to do what it did right here. And yeah, after some more back testing and stuff like that, that's kind of what we figured out. So yeah, just something to know for the future. It doesn't actually happen that much, but when it does happen, that's typically the results right here. So interesting. It broke down later in the day, but that's kind of how it was in the morning. So yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Little play on events there. Interesting how the market kind of behaves like that sometimes. But yeah, you don't always get what you're looking for. Forgot to mention it yesterday, but you'll have to let me know if you watched the Super Bowl and if your team won in the comments. I always forget that was this weekend. Not a huge football fan, so I don't watch a lot, but I know a lot of people are, and I'm sure a lot of people were checking that out. So yeah, just let me know what you thought. Were you into it? Or were you like, yeah, interesting. But yeah, we might as well, I guess, jump in and get our stuff set up for today and kind of see where we're at. See if we can get anything in the works for trading wise today. It's definitely looking possible. There's a possibility here of a little bit of a drop. Still, the market still has that like drop look. Still wants to go down. Will it actually go down? I don't know. That's a hard one. It's definitely, we're in a rotational like phase. We basically hit the bottom and we're trying to break back up. So it's hard to kind of like judge, are we actually gonna like break down? Like the system's kind of saying like, is the TA gonna be correct here, or are we gonna, at least our TA, is it gonna be correct, our system? or is it going to flip around and go down? But yeah, I don't know. It could always happen, you know, and that's what we're here watching for. But this week, more than likely, will be a pretty slow, boring week, just because we don't know. We don't know which direction we're really gonna pick. So we just gotta kind of wait it out, see what happens, see what we get set up. But yeah, for now, we'll go ahead and set up our battle box system and kind of see what it looks like on the chart, see where levels are at, stuff like that. So we go over to our Kabroda.com here, and we already got our session picked and our asset picked. If you want, you can change these, like I say on the stream all the time. There's a little drop down here. You got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Sol, XRP, Doge, and TRX. Same thing with the sessions: New York Futures, New York Equity, London, Tokyo, Sydney, all of them. So you can change it to whichever one you like, whichever one you like to do here. No Super Bowl for Terry. Yeah, I don't know. Just not a huge football fan, so I don't watch a lot of it. But and I didn't end up. Normally I go to a party and watch it, but or you know, watch it, just hang out at the party, but I didn't end up doing anything this year. All right, yeah, let's calibrate it here. So click on the calibrate button. It'll populate these fields down below. This section here in the middle is actually just different time frames for the day. So we got our market open, calibration time, so time to like set up your charts and stuff like that. Execution, this is when you really can use the battle box to set up your charts and kind of see where we're at for the day. And then until 3 you can 3:30 you can trade and try to get into something. So we got our lines here: daily resistance, breakout trigger, breakdown trigger, and daily support. All of these are support and resistance lines. So what that means is basically when the chart gets to one of these lines, it's going to have some sort of hesitation at least, or maybe it'll actually reject off the lines. There's going to be some sort of something. They're basically just lines in the sands that are for whatever reason the chart's gonna respect, just because well, all these are built off of math, but support and resistance lines in general can be really from anything. Like most of the time, the majority of support and resistance lines are going to be based off of previous touches. So if you go back in the chart and look, and you can draw a horizontal line and you can see it touch it 3 times, that'd be a support or resistance line. Just because you know that the price is obviously respecting that level, and that's common on any chart really. So yeah, that's what support and resistance lines are. These ones are all based off of math though, and then there's a little bit of difference between our breakout and breakdown trigger, and that's just the fact that basically how we have our system set up is once we break one of these, either break out to the upside or break down to the downside. Once you break out and retest, then you can jump in, and that's where our system kind of plays and does its magic. So, and then the daily resistance, daily support, those really matter in our system because depending on where those are at, and it tells you what kind of trade you're going to look at for today. So we're going to copy our indicator data, and if you want our indicator, it's also on our website. Just go ahead, check it out. I don't remember which section it's in exactly, but yeah, just click around, do a little exploration, and you'll find it pretty fast. It's not hard to find. But yeah, we got our indicator in here, so you got it copied. Head back to your chart, and then once you get our indicator, you can just go ahead and open the settings and paste the levels into the string there. All right, now we got our levels here, and as you can see, we got our daily resistance line way up here at the top. Our daily support line is way down here at the bottom, and then we got our breakout trigger here and our breakdown trigger right there. Our spread is looking like we could possibly take it up here, just based off of the trade, or we could take it same thing to the downside, so somewhere like that. I would say more than likely we're going to break up today. Chart's definitely telling us, just based off of our system, that we're going to break down, but yeah, I mean, this thing could run all the way up to there. I mean, what was that line I just drew? It's pretty much there. Yeah, I mean, look at that thing. It almost just spiked up and hit that in one 15-minute candle, so pretty crazy. Or even almost close to one 5-minute candle. So yeah, pretty crazy today. Maybe we'll see the opposite of yesterday. Maybe we'll break up, reject, and then break down and continue to the downside. We'll see. It's not a super strong day, so there's a possibility there. It's just not super strong. But yeah, we got our lines set up now, so you can see them on there. If you want, you can go ahead and take a snapshot of our daily levels. I know you can't see the daily support, but I guess if you want that one, you'll just have to check out the BattleBox website and join in, see what you think about it, and also, yeah, just grab the levels for yourself. But yeah, we got our levels on there. They're all on the chart now, all set up, all nice and snazzy. But that candle basically just told me I don't really want much to do with the markets today. Like I said, pretty boring, pretty slow week. We're kind of right on the edge of Bitcoin winter. If you've been watching our recaps, that's where we're sitting. That's what we've been talking about on there. If you want, you can go and check out one of our more recent recaps. I think it was titled something like here, I actually have the full title right here. It's called Bitcoin's Final Warning, Crypto Winter starts in 14 days, question mark. So check that out. That'll explain a little bit more about what we're talking about with the crypto winter and like what's possibly coming in. If you don't know what crypto winter is, it's basically just a time of the market when Bitcoin's going to be down. That's the basics of it. Yeah, I mean, that's really the really basics. Basically, Bitcoin has over like the last so many years, it's had a sort of cycle where it goes up and then it will have like a down couple of years and then it will go up again and then it will have a down couple of years, and it just like cycles like that. And basically crypto winter is when you break down and you start heading into those down couple of years. So is it going to happen? I don't know. It's kind of sitting right there on the line on either way, so we haven't really confirmed either way. I would say it's starting to look more and more likely, but also, like, I don't know, I would have thought we'd have broke a little bit higher up before we start that, but we'll have to watch the charts. Only time will tell. So watch the charts more and see what happens, and maybe, just maybe, we won't run into a crypto winter. But yeah, just make sure you're staying up to date with us. We'll let you know what we think about the markets. We'll let you know if there is a crypto winter coming. So yeah, just stick around, stay tuned, watch the recaps. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can catch all of our videos. Stay up to date with all of that. But yeah, let's launch our battle box. I'm just curious to see what we got today. Just see what is actually happening today. See if there's anything. Maybe the battle box sees we don't. Yeah. VTC is trading around that 67.7 74. It's above the New York Futures Anchors price, but still inside the band and opening below the prior 24-hour value. The below value location matters because it usually means the market is still trying to decide whether it wants to reclaim acceptance back into value or to continue treating out rallies as opportunities to sell into. With the ATR around 351, volatility is present but not extreme, so the day often rewards selective participation over constant action. Daily bias for today, it is leaning short with a negative 0.76 score, or a 78.4 confidence. That preference exists for structural reasons rather than vibes. First, the higher time frame backdrop is pushing down, daily trend is down, and the weekly force is bearish, which creates consistent pressure against sustained value or sustained upside unless price proves otherwise. Second, today's open is below value. Price is also well below the prior 24-hour POC, about 186 points below it, which is a classic. You have work to do before the upside is real posture. The bias is only pressure, not permission. Permission is explicitly hold fire right now, with the system still waiting for that 15-minute acceptance and 5-minute alignment before it will treat the either side as earned. That separation is the point. Models can have a preference, but you still require proof. So overall, I would say we are getting a little bit of the break to the upside just based off of the 15 to 15-minute closes system and then 5-minute recess, or as Battle Ox like to say it, 15-minute acceptance, 5-minute alignment. So it's there, it's possible. Will it happen? We'll see. We got about 12 minutes before this candle closes. That'll be our 2 15-minute closes. Then we just need that 5-minute retest before we technically would be going up. As for the Predator system, we are going to have to wait a decent amount longer for that. Really for the third candle here. We'll need that 8:30 to 8:45 candle to kind of set up before we see what happens with price action after that. And that'll set up the Predator lines for us. You can see these two blue lines right here, one here and one here. That's based off of this candle from yesterday, our 8:30 candle. And basically the way that the Predator system works is once you set those 8:30 levels, once you get depending on which way you're trading, once you get below or above them, as well as the trigger. So if we break through this breakout level, and then we also break through our breakout level on the Predator, and close above both of those on the 5-minute, then that's the entry. That's the basics of the Predator system. I don't know. It's interesting price action. It's just the market's really staying down and we're starting to break up. So interesting. Could it happen? Definitely. Could we be jumping into this? Definitely. Would I be taking it super high? Probably not. This is our target basically based off of the spread here, which is pretty accurate. Typically whenever you do get a close above here, not a close, but once you get the retest here on the 5-minute alignment, then we look for that break to this level basically. If we were trading this trade here, we would be looking at basically a target 2 around a target 2, so not bad. The only thing I would worry about is we already almost hit it, like right here on this candle, it already spiked up and almost hit that target too. So I don't know, it's just shaping up to not be a awesome day. Is it there? Yeah. And is there a possibility it will go up? For sure. But the market still wants to break down, and that's what it's telling us. And then we're showing some signs of up. So, you know, either way, it's not super strong either way. We can go to that 4 hour, kind of do a little TA on the longer time frames. I'm gonna go ahead and take this straight off, as well as set up our new things for today. Go. All right, and let's go ahead and check out this 4 hour here. Whoops, I don't know what just happened. I just switched it. There we go. On the 4 hour, the environment is labeled in range, which means the market can produce convincing moves that fail quickly unless they convert into acceptance. A ranging 4 hour sitting inside a bearish daily is the kind of backdrop where extensions often need extra confirmation to stick. So, overall, we are still in that range category. We're still ranging to the side. Haven't really broken out to either side. It's not saying it's going to reverse. It's not saying it's going to break down. It's just kind of sitting sideways. We're not seeing price action super excited to kind of really break either way. So we'll see what happens here, see where the 4 hour kind of takes us throughout the day. But as of right now, you know, it's just kind of sitting there, ranging sideways. So not much on the 4 hour. As for the 1 hour, the shelves are clean and evenly matched. Support at 66,382. That's the blue line down here, 66,382. And then resistance at 69,291, right here in the red dash line and the blue dash line. Both with a strength score of 0.6. That tells you today likely hinges on whether price can stay supported above the lower shelf or get capped under the upper shelf. And until one of those other behaviors becomes obvious, the market is still in the decision mode and not a trend mode. So we need to get the break in the retest before we can really say which way are we going to go. And then what it's basically saying is more than likely, if we get to the break to the upside, we're just going to come up and run right into this resistance here, if we even get up there, you know. And it could be like a spike up to that resistance and then break back down. So we'll see. Get back to that 15-minute here. Basically, what the battle box says that price is likely to behave today is, it says with the downtrend daily, a ranging 4 hour in the open below value, the common behavior is two-step probing. Price tests lower boundaries for weakness and snaps back towards the anchor or the volume rate low to see if buyers can actually hold a reclaim. If that reclaim fails, the market often returns to selling rotations. If it holds today, shift into a more balanced, mean reverting climb back through the value. So expedition is not straight down or straight up. It's that price will likely make you watch it to prove itself rather than acceptance zones before a clean opportunity exists. So a lot of bouncing around today, a lot of fake moves expected. Not really anything too interesting. I mean, honestly, it's going to be definitely a more advanced day if you're looking to, you know, kind of just take it easy. It's probably more of the kind of day that I would just sit out and not really do much of anything. Just save your funds kind of thing for better days. Just, you know, save it for a sunny day. But yeah, if you're looking to trade, there's definitely some movement here, a little bit of volatility. Volatility's there, it just hasn't really picked a direction yet. And like it said, there could be a lot of traps, there could be a lot of break this way, come back the other way, you know. I don't know. So you'll just have to be watching price action if you are interested in trading it. Like I said, there could be some trades there for you, but it is one of those days. It's probably better to just sit out. And again, it's not financial advice here on the channel. We're just here for educational purposes only. But yeah, it's kind of what we're thinking there. Things we could avoid today: don't get hypnotized by the market's short bias score and treating it like a permission. The negative 78 lean can still produce sharp upside rotations inside a 4-hour range, especially if price is reclaiming value. The day punishes traders who sell every bounce without wanting to see whether the bounce is rejecting value or re-entering it. Also, avoid overreacting to the noise inside the range between the two breakout and breakdown trigger. When price is trapped between 30-minute low and high, it's still negotiating, not trending. So definitely not picking a direction yet. Professionals for today, let the market earn your attention. When permission is hold fire, your job is not to be early, it's to be correct what the market is doing with the value. If the market never delivers the 15-minute acceptance and 5-minute alignment, then you basically win by doing nothing. The way the system's set up, if you don't trade, it's still win. Because if you don't trade, well, okay, there's a caveat to that. If you're just not trading, then you're not winning. But if you're not trading because the system told you not to trade, then that's a win. Because you're basically in trading, the way you want to think about it is you win when you take the trade and follow the system, and you lose when you don't do that. So sometimes money-wise or trade-wise, you might lose the trade. But if you follow the system, it's still technically a win in the books. So, yeah, that's just the way that you should think about it whenever you're looking to take some trades and stuff like that. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, not a lot happening today. Not a lot to really look into. That's kind of where we're sitting at for the day. So yeah, I mean, if you want to watch it, we're definitely looking for that short. That's kind of the bias for today. Could it go long? Yes, it could. And could we trade it long? Technically, yeah. If we get to 250-minute closes, 5-minute retest, we could be taking it long. We'll have to see where the predator line's set up today. Just the basically the 7:30 candle. You just mark the high and the low, and then that'll kind of tell you that'll show you where the lines are there. And then we're just looking for the breakout of both the breakup or breakdown, and then the break of the and close above the predator line as well. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens today. It's not a super great move, like I said. Just based off of the TA here, as we're looking at it, it's not a super great move to kind of run and jump into, but it is maybe something to watch. So yeah, I guess just keep your eyes on the charts today, see what's happening. And then, yeah, check out our recap if you get a little bored around 10 o'clock. We got that coming out there. So great little watch there. Kind of see where we're thinking with yesterday, see what kind of went through our brains. But yeah, other than that, we got really nothing else. So yeah, thank you for coming to the stream. Hopefully tomorrow will be a little more interesting. We can stay on a little longer and get some more stuff done. But yeah, as of today, nothing really going on. So yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting our channel. It means a lot. Thanks for the likes and subscribes. Always great to get those. Helps us get to more people, and just kind of get our channel out there so people can see it, and hopefully get some of that financial freedom that everybody so desperately wants. But yeah, thanks for watching again. Hope to see you tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Like I said, hopefully the day's a little better. Maybe the week will kind of take a turn tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, happy trading to y'all. We will catch y'all tomorrow. Bye now.